Today we're going to teach you how to measure and install a metal roof on a simple house like this. Just hooking the bottom.
This is like 14
foot 10 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 14 foot 10 inches and the panels are 3 foot wide, so we're going to measure from the edge to right there. What you can do on this particular job with this valley is you can measure all the way across from one side to the other and run all those panels that length. And then what you do is when you get to right here and you have to cut this panel, then you'll save the little pieces, and I'll show you how to do that as we go. So they're just going on right in here and they're going to mark off these panels in 36 inches. Right here he's got a mark because that's the last panel that it's going to be straight. So normally what you can do, we're going to do it different today, but what you can do is you can measure up that valley in 3 foot increments all the way up so that you don't have to do it the way that we're going to do it today. The way that we're going to do it today is a lot simpler, and once you see us do it, you'll understand how easy it is.
It's 11 2 inches.
Okay, 11 foot 2 inches.
2 inches.
Okay.
So here is 7 foot 10 inches. So here is 3 foot 7 inches.
Okay. Now if you do it that way, then you'll be sure you don't have to worry about switching panels around and stuff. If you want to measure it from that edge all the way to that valley and then start staggering them up the valley, then we can make panels all different lengths. It's not a problem. And then basically you do the same thing. If this ridge, you have to go up and over this ridge with the panels and then back down, and then you'll get into your regular size panels again. And pretty much it's the same thing with this right here. If you were going to measure panels and we were going to stagger them, you'd measure from the top down here to the bottom. First he's going to measure over 3 feet all the way across.
It's 10 foot 10 inches.
Okay.
So here it is 8 foot 2 inches.
So what we'll do is if it's 8 foot 2 inches, then you'd have the full length panel, but then you'd have to cut the miter out of that up to the next one.
5 foot 10 inches.
Okay, measure the valley. Tell me how many pieces we need feet for the valley. Measure the valley.
Maybe 18 foot.
Okay, a valley's 18 foot. So you're going to double that. So you need 36 feet of valley. They come in 10 foot. We'll get 4 valleys. And then this area right here gets a gable trim.
Yeah.
So you measure that.
11 foot.
So you measure for your gable trim right there, on all the edges basically. And then the drip edge goes across the bottom. You just have to basically measure. The drip edge is the piece that sits all the way at the very bottom. And you'll see us, we'll be putting that on soon.
17 foot.
And the only other thing that you'll need for this house, any measurements, is the ridge. And that's just straightforward. That's come in 10 foot pieces also. Measure. I want to show you something. You never want to assume that the back and the front are the same size. So I'll measure that real quick.
This side?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because this side is much.
And I've seen a lot of people make a mistake by not going ahead and putting tape on both sides. And just to be sure,
it's 14 foot.
So it's different.
It's different.
And it's good to check it on the end, sometimes in the middle and sometimes on each end, because some things might be 2 or 3 inches out of square, and it would be bad for you guys to have to cut all those panels. It's a lot of extra work.
It's the same thing, 14
Okay.
foot.
I've designed this piece of drip edge to go right there and down to the front, where you don't even have to take the shingles and the old drip edge off. Now the panels will come and hang over that. We're going to take these vents off and let them vent up through the holes in the panels, come out through the ridge. We've got an overlap right here of about 3 inches. Normally we do about 1.5 inches. She wanted a 3-inch overhang. We're only putting 2 screws in the panel. We've got it started. Putting one at the top, one at the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to run these panels right here, probably to about right here, probably 4 or 5 more panels, and then we're going to see how it's running. Make sure we don't need to make any adjustments before we start putting more screws in there. Show you what you need to do with the pipe boom. Measure that from the bottom to the top, the height to where the center of the pipe boot is. Now measuring from the left, from the panel from the left over to the center. Now we're going to do the same thing on the panel. Mark it right there. Get a hole started in it. Yeah. Now we get to see if these guys are any good or not. Drop it right over the pipe. That's it. Now we get to see if these guys are any good or not. Drop it right over the pipe. That's it.